Welcome back, first grade boys and girls. I'm so happy that you will be joining me today for Unit 1, Module B, Lesson 6. Today we will be reading parts of the book Time to Sleep by Jill McDougall and James Hart. Learners understand that living things have certain behaviors that shape them and allow them to survive. We are going to read to learn about the behaviors of two different animals and how these behaviors are similar and different. Our learning intention and success criteria for today says, in this lesson, we are learning how to identify and describe ways that pieces of information are connected. We will know we are successful when we can describe the connections between key details and information in a text and support our answers with examples from the text. We will be reading pages 8 through 11 of the book Time to Sleep by Jill McDougall and James Hart. One eye open. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. They can see where they are going while they are sleeping. They can look out for danger. Could you sleep with one eye open? I noticed in the text that one of the words were highlighted. Did you see the highlighted vocabulary word in our text, boys and girls? The word danger means something that causes harm or injury. In the sentence, they can look out for danger. The word danger means something that could harm or injure the dolphins. Our dolphins would sleep with one eye open so they could watch out for predators or other sea animals that might hurt them. I noticed that the author has an illustration of a dolphin with one eye open. I also noticed the Z's that the author added to the illustration to let me think of someone that might be sleeping. I also noticed the author drew an illustration on page 9 of a boy on a raft. He's sleeping with one eye open. Do you think you could sleep with one eye open? Let's go to our next page. On one leg. Ducks sleep on one leg. They tuck the other leg under their feathers. Then they change legs. One duck looks out for danger. Could you sleep on one leg? Did you notice we have another vocabulary word highlighted in the text? The word tuck means to gather up and push in or turn under in order to secure. In the sentence, they tuck the other leg under their feathers. The word tuck means to gather up their leg and secure it under their feathers. Did you notice the picture below? The author is illustrating The duck's standing on one leg. Where do you think the other leg is? I bet it's tucked underneath his wing and feathers. I also noticed the author did the Z's again to make me think of someone that might be sleeping. Did you also notice the picture of a boy standing on one leg, sleeping? Could you sleep on one leg? Now let's check our understanding of what we read today with some reading comprehension questions. I'm so excited for you to show me what you have learned. Remember, today we are learning to identify and describe ways pieces of information are connected. Our first set of questions says, how do dolphins sleep? Why do you think it is important for dolphins to see while they sleep? This would be a good place to pause the video to get a pencil and paper ready to write down your answers to share with your teacher later. To answer my questions, I would go back to the text. Let's reread page 8 together again. One eye open. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. They can see where they are going while they are sleeping. They can look out for danger. So my first question asked, how do dolphins sleep? From what we've just read, did you see the answer? This would be a good time to pause the video to write your answer down. Why do you think it is important for dolphins to see while they sleep? Did you see the answer in the text? We can also make a connection between the illustration that the author is showing us and the text where it talks about dolphins sleep with one eye open. Our next set of questions says, how do ducks sleep? What do they do with their other leg? Why do you think ducks change legs when they sleep? Let's go back and reread page 10 together to see if we can find our answers. On one leg. Ducks sleep on one leg. They tuck the other leg under their feathers. Then they change legs. One duck looks out for danger. So now let's look at our questions. How do ducks sleep? Remember, you can pause the video to write your answer down. I would go back to the passage. Do you see the answer in the text? Our next question says, what do they do with their other leg? This one I can look in the text to find the answer again. I can also use my illustration to find the answer. Can you guess what they do with their other leg? Our last question requires us to put on our thinking caps and use our brains. Why do you think ducks change legs when they are asleep? Why might they not want to stand on the same leg while they're sleeping? This would be a good place to pause the video and write your answer down. We have now reached our writing activity for your journal today. Remember, boys and girls, this is an optional activity. But if you would like to join me, I'll wait while you get your journal and pencil ready. Our journal writing prompt today says, in the story, Time to Sleep, we have been learning how animals sleep. Think about 2 questions you might ask about how animals sleep. Then write those questions down. So let's think about the 2 animals we read about today, dolphins and ducks. What questions might you write down about the dolphins and the ducks? Write your 2 questions down and leave a space so that you can go back and find your answer. This would be a good place to pause the video. Now go back and look in the text to find the answer. Write the answers to your questions. Remember to use capital letters when writing your sentences. Also remember that questions will have a question mark at the end of the sentence and statements will have a period. Boys and girls, how well do you think you did with our learning intention and success criteria today? Let's reread our learning intention and success criteria to find out. In this lesson, we are learning how to identify and describe ways that pieces of information are connected. We will know we are successful when we can describe the connections between key details and information in a text and support our answer with examples from the text. Were we able to make connections between the key details and information in the text to support our answers with examples today? Think about this, boys and girls. Did we use the information that we found in our text and also the information that we found in the illustrations to help us with our answers today? I'm sure you are becoming very good at making those connections. I'm very proud of how hard you are working. Thank you so much for sharing your reading time with me today. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to reading with you again tomorrow.